We are here today again to demand the removal of student resource officers and to demand the investment in restorative justice practices.
All right, those were, I guess you could call them protesters, activists, whatever you want to call them, in Chicago just hours before the city's Board of Education voted to pull all uniformed officers from public schools. No more school resource officers. As you just heard, they want to trade resource officers for what is called restorative justice. That's essentially when teachers mediate small group discussions called circles. The victim shares their feelings, the teachers facilitate, and then the group decides on action. It's not like the laws mean anything. National studies show school resource officers are effective. They reduce fights by 30% and increase the detection of firearms by 150%. Now, Chicago schools may not have any. Dwayne Truss is here, community advocate, former Chicago School Board member. Dwayne, tell us what's going on here.
First of all, thank you for having me. What's going on here is an ideological battle, not even an ideological battle, but ideology and autocracy happening at the expense of democracy. With Chicago, we have what we call local school councils, which oversee each school, K through 8, as well as high schools. And when I was appointed to the board in 2019, although Mayor Lightfoot gets credit for it, I was the one who said that no, local school councils should be the one to decide whether we should keep school resource officers or not. Because the local newspaper, Chicago Sun-Times, did conduct analysis and it's demonstrated that, yeah, there was some over-policing going on, but also was pointed out because of the lack of training on both parts of staff and schools.
Yeah, I mean, the argument,
for years, Chicago had,
the argument I've always heard against this is that, or against school resource officers, especially in Chicago, is they hand out tickets to African-American kids at a higher percentage, and somehow that gets kids to be distrustful of the police, and it begins this cycle early. When school resources officers get pulled out, who have you found gets hurt the most when there's no cops anymore in the schools?
Well, first of all, that's not true in Chicago. Since the school resource officer program was revamped, people have to understand these are well-trained individuals. Yeah. They have to want to be there. They get interviewed by the principal as well as the local school council chair. And so this whole notion about somehow police officers are over-policing Black students, people got to understand there's got to be an acknowledgement of reality. Majority of crime perpetrated against Black people are perpetrated by Black people. And there's this thing of Black on Black crime. There's this thing of parents going into the school committing violent acts. There's students committing violent acts against teachers. So yes, all those resources do help, but it has to be a common sense approach, not this ideology.
So who can be against school resource officers to, as you point out, protect overwhelmingly African-American schools from fellow students who commit crimes? Who can be against that?
And parents. Well, the ideological left.
Okay, so you just see it as there's no redeeming quality to this argument that of getting rid of cops that you see. Well,
I'm just saying is that there's this ideology that promotes autocracy over democracy that says, hey, we know what's best for Black people without speaking to Black people. We understand our communities. We understand there's crimes in the communities. At that same board meeting, nobody spoke about the 4 young men who were murdered outside the schools and understanding why. Nobody's saying that the police officers would have prevented those deaths, but the schools who retain their SROs, they do it for a certain amount of deterrence. And let me say this, for those schools who elected to take funds instead of police officers, many of those schools, you can look at right on CPS's website, many of those schools use the funds to hire security officers. So there must be a concern about security in all schools. So it's not like, you got a uniform officer, you can have an off-duty police officer in that school, because the schools know that they need that type of authority figures to go ahead and contribute to the environment, the safety of the students. There's discipline and there's safety. Officers now do not get involved in discipline anymore. Matter of fact, a school resource officer job is probably pretty good now because they know which line they can step up to, and they let the school staff handle a lot of those problems. And their primary focus is protect those students and the staff in that building. Yeah. And the data that they keep referring about school to prison pipeline, this data comes from like 2014, 2015, but they don't look
Dwayne,
at the data from 2020.
Dwayne, we got to run, but I want to say there's a lot of kids who are happy you're out there fighting for them because it seems like you care about them, which is what's important. Dwayne, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.